I'm still in a very bad situation, though. I really should have gotten more gear before going to the jungle, but I did not have time.
I am in a very not good situation.
So, I was casually playing Terraria THC the other day. If you don't know what THC is, think of it as basically Terraria's version of Minecraft UHC, when I went and died during Grace Period. Normally, this wouldn't be an issue because you can just respawn, as it's still Grace. However, for some reason, the admins added a new plugin which, when you respawn with a new character, you get teleported back to your last death point. And no, you don't get your items back. It's some random spot somewhere near where you last died. And guess where I died? The underground jungle.
I thought you were
This
good at
is
Terraria.
this is not my last known location. Welcome to THC 19, where I had to start over 8 minutes late into the game in the middle of one of the most dangerous biomes with no light source, blocks, or weapons. I think you can probably tell by now that this is going to be interesting. Okay, well, I'm in some sort of cave. The question is how I get my stuff back. Oh,
Hey, at least you're in a
I see a
cave.
shrine. You know,
Look,
being in a cave
he's,
doesn't automatically win you the game, you know.
he's somehow getting good loot.
No, I'm
I'm in a
not
complete
actually.
dead end
Wait, can
cave
I
with
use
nothing in
spores?
it.
No. I can use spores for light. Okay, this is viable. This is gonna take a while. This is just a spider THC with extra steps.
Go tell Doctor
I have
Underscore that he
glow
fucked up.
sticks.
Venture, what loot do you have on you since you found a shrine?
Ooh, I just got the shrine. I got a Staff of Regos, Featherfall, torches, and that's literally it.
Oh, that seems kind of useless.
No, it's actually very useful because I can see now, which is very underrated in my opinion. Seeing is great. I love seeing. Wait, I might actually be able to get my stuff back. Okay, please stop teleporting through blocks. There's a piranha and a
Oh, two people
man-eater.
just died to a rolling cactus.
Okay, sounds about right. Okay, abuse blocks to not have to deal with enemies. And I'm back. And there's 2 different man-eaters. You know what, I'm just gonna let the enemies despawn. I don't feel like fighting this. Patented Adventurous 32 strat for when you don't want to deal with something. Just despawn it. Oh, there's 2 more chests. What? Okay, I should really get my stuff back soon. Wait, what? They're loading very slowly. Okay. Okay, I just have to really rush my stuff. After the only other player who could stop me at this point got distracted fighting a hornet, I managed to get back down in time to get the remainder of my gear back, and at this point the game was back on. I went back to my spawn location and found out I had actually spawned just above a jungle house. With my starting lighting, I could have spawned right above a zenith and not noticed, but after finding some gravitation potions, it was Sky Island time. After getting decent Sky Island luck for the first time in ages, I now had a huge mobility advantage alongside an actual weapon. Now, normally at this point I would go straight for the main evil boss, followed by Skeletron. But with all the newer, more skilled players this THC, you couldn't afford to just speedrun the game anymore. So I decided to go back to the jungle to stock up on life crystals. By the time I had gotten back, Grace Period was over and another player was annoyingly blocking the underground jungle entrance with a flail. On an unrelated note, it's remarkable how quickly players move out of the way when you threaten them with a Star Fury. All was going well, until I ran into a crab in the underground jungle. I actually really didn't feel like fighting him though, so I just went back up to the surface, where he then promptly followed me. We already knew Star Fury versus Musket is a stalemate, however, so nothing really got accomplished. I decided to take the time, however, when I was on the surface to make some slightly better armor. I then promptly ran into someone else while making my way towards the dungeon, and after following them back to spawn, found CrabBar again. Well, I had just made all this armor, so it would be a bit of a shame to waste it. Anyway, I decided to waste it because I really didn't have a way to kill CrabBar right now. I did find his base though, but unfortunately I didn't find much of anything else of use. I did force him back to spawn again and mildly annoyed him though. While I was on the surface, I decided to head to the left to find the other corruption biome in the world. Since it was so far away, nobody would be able to interrupt me killing the Eater of Worlds in time. And full shadow armor acquired. Time to beat up a skeleton. Mirror Mass acquired. Ancient Shadow Keys stolen. I didn't feel like looting the whole dungeon, and since I already got the first 2 Shadow Keys, if anyone else wanted to get one, it would take them ages anyway. Back to the jungle. The Goblin Tinker showed up at a convenient time, then I forgot to make a house for him and unknowingly paid 50% more for everything. I did get it all first, though. Hell time! Scorched Earth is a common tactic employed during total warfare. The purpose is to completely destroy the landscape so much that it is entirely unusable to the opposition. By obliterating any possible resources, you deprive your enemy of any way to progress, even at significant cost to yourself. Was looting every single shadow chest in the entire underworld really necessary or even useful? Maybe not, but it sure was satisfying. After pillaging the underworld more than the Europeans pillaged Africa, I had just enough hellstone to make a few items. Edgy Sword of Night acquired. After fighting for 10 minutes straight, I had made absolutely no progress and used over 500 Hellfire arrows. Back to the jungle. While I was in the jungle, Blank summoned the Wall of Flesh, so I rushed down to intercept him before he killed it. If I could get to him before the wall was down, it would be near a guaranteed victory. Yet, just as I was reaching him, the wall was down, and so the second fight started. There will be a link in the description to the Discord for the PvP server I played on here. If you're interested in playing similar sorts of games to this, you can join it. There will be a game there later today on the 21st at 4 p.m. EST with slots for up to 200 players, which means for the first time in a while, almost anyone can actually get into a THC. You can also join my Discord, but to be honest, it's pretty pointless.